Hey, it's Floor Source here talking about carpet pad and what's the right thing and I should upgrade and what's the difference between them. Let's just try to simplify it so you can make the right decision for your home. So, a lot of times you're going to see pad that has all these little different flecks. What is that? That's what we call a rebond pad. Now, you're going to hear 4 pound, 6 pound, 8 pound, 10 pound, my gosh, and it goes on, right? But what do I need to know? If we're talking about residential homes, and that's what we're talking about here today, this is about your lifestyle with your family in your personal home. The thing I can tell you is stay away from a 4-pound pad. It is, unless you're looking at a very inexpensive project, you're not worried about wearability, that would be your scenario there. But it basically does nothing for you and it basically voids all your warranties for your project. Make sure at the least that you have a true 6-pound pad. You're going to get a little bit denser product line. You're going to get comfort and you're going to get still the durability you're looking for. High traffic areas, staircases, hallways, living rooms, those type of areas that we have a lot of traffic, you may want to think about bumping up your pad to a better product. But what you're going to also need to know about a rebond pad is there's basically two things. You're going to have a single grind and a double grind. Single grind, you're going to find bigger chunks in it, and you'll find you'll be able to feel hard spots in it because these different pieces of pad are actually different densities. As you go to a double grind, which I'll try to show you guys here a little bit, is a finer product. It has those different variables of densities, but you don't feel as much of those hard spots because they're a finer product line. So something that I really like for our customers, it's actually our standard for our clients. Now, the biggest thing that I've always been asked is, well, what's the difference between 6, 8, and 10? So basically take a cubic yard block, right? And they put it on a scale, and that cubic block is what it weighs, and that's where that number comes from. Now, that gets shaved down, but the higher the number, the harder the pad is. And I think that's really hard for a lot of consumers to understand, thinking that the higher the number, the softer it is. And that's actually the opposite of what it's going to be. So think of your favorite sweatshirt, right? If you wash it too many times, it's going to start to stretch out, or your favorite t-shirt, right? So the denser or higher the number, the less that backing stretches when we sit there and walk on it. So your different levels are going to give you different things. So an 8-pound pad is a little bit harder than your 6. Now, you can get what they call spill guard or different pet technologies on it that basically says, when I have an accident that goes through my carpet to the top of this pad, it's not going to go through it. Now, if you have a plumbing leak and you got water that's coming from underneath, it's going to act like a sponge and it's going to soak all that water up. The other thing to look at is there's a lot of products out there that will be an 8-pound or a 10-pound with memory foam. I have found, and I have done this in my personal home, I put a 10-pound memory foam in it and absolutely hate it. It was too hard, too dense. It didn't give me as much comfort. But what I have found is a 8-pound pad with memory foam is that sweet spot between comfort and durability. And that is something I really like in the market. Now, what you need to understand about a rebond pad is those different densities will give us longevity. It lasts longer than your foam pads, okay? So your foam pad's gonna be something that's a solid core. It's all one product that was milled together. What I do like about the foams are going to be comfort. I have the same consistency the whole way through. It feels softer. And so there's the right place for those type of products depending on what we're looking for. But what I have found in the 25 years that I've been in this business is I see in those high traffic areas a little bit more wear that gets taken on the carpet side. Even some of the rubber pads that are out there, they feel great, but if you're looking at your long-term high traffic areas, you will start to find higher wearability in those. So your rebonds are definitely going to give you that nicer feel. And each different type of pad is going to have a little bit different color or story to go along with it. And just make sure that you feel the right style for your home and what's right for your lifestyle. If I could leave you with anything, it would be this. Your high traffic areas, make sure you go to an 8-pound pad. It's just going to make your investment that you're making to your own personal home last a little bit longer. When it comes to what's the level that I should be at, I recommend for a residential home, 6 to 8-pound pad is more than sufficient, as I found that the 10 pounds to 12 pounds are just super dense, super hard. They're more just kind of overkill and more fall into what I would talk about something in the commercial industry where we have a lot of traffic. So if there's any other questions, thoughts that you have about what's right for your home, what's wrong, just give us a shout at 570-992-5660. This is The Floor Source. We look forward to talking to you.